give him a high five, give him, a little extra attention, give him something special, do something special for him. If you don't, somebody else will. And that's just kind of the day that we live in. It's unfortunate and it's, a bummer to put it nicely, but it's true. We have to be on top of our game. And I'm not talking about just our husbands. I'm talking about wives too. Husbands, you need to be cheering on your wives. You guys, you need to be cheering on your wives. If you're not, someone else will. The things that you're not doing, someone else will. And you don't want your spouse to feel a lack in that area. You want your spouse to know that you have their back 100%, that you are, with them 100%. And keep your mouth closed. Telling all your business women are listening and taking your woes and win. What if you need attention from him, such as he... Oh, say that again. I think that was you, Alize. What if you need attention? You said something about attention. Say that again if you don't mind. But yeah, so, we just need to make sure that that husbands, make sure that you're showing your wives attention. If it's not more than 10 minutes a day of just being present with her, eye contact, hugging her, that's all it takes. How many minutes are there in a day? I don't know, but there's 24 hours in a day. If you're telling me that you can't give 10 minutes out of that whole 24 hours a day to dedicate to look in your wife's eyes and, give her a hug and say something sweet, whisper sweet nothings in her ear. If you're telling me you don't have 10 minutes to do that, you don't need to be married. You got married for the wrong reasons. I'm not telling you to go get divorced. No. Because this is something that you can fix. This is an area that you can work on. This is something that, isn't irreversible. And that's why we're here. That's the whole essence of marriage conversations is to talk about these things. Talk about areas that we need to step our game up in, you guys. We need to talk about these things. And like I've said to you before, I don't know everything. I haven't been through every experience. I don't. But I do know some things that work. And the issues that I've had to deal with, you don't need to give that other thing so much attention. Oh, right. Whatever else it is, and even if it is your job, even if it is your livelihood, you guys, what good is, a job if your marriage is falling apart? Honestly, what good is it when your soul is unhappy? When you can't even function because your wife is unhappy. What good is that to have this, all these high-paying jobs? It doesn't pay off in the end. Whatever it is, it's hustling backwards. That's a good statement. I like that. Hustling backwards. Yeah. And it's hustling to a place that you don't want to be in. You're finding yourself on a road to division, to the division of your union. And you guys, that's not something a road that you ever want to be on. So again, be his biggest fan, be his cheerleader. At the end of the day, when you guys are in bed, you're his everything, and he should be your everything. So just as you're his cheerleader, he needs to be your cheerleader. He needs to support you 110%. My husband hates when I say 110% because he's like, there's no such thing as 110%, but 110%. You need to support him 100%, you guys, and likewise, because like I said, when you don't, that's a void. There's a void and there's a lack, and we already said it. Someone will step in and fill that void. It may not be in the form of intimacy, but they might start building friendships with people that, will lead to something more. So make sure that you're your husband's fan, you guys. Make sure that you're the president of his fan club, and you're, you're doing all those things to let him know that you got his back 100% and you support him in everything that he's doing. And the other thing that is important is to talk your spouse up in front of people. Let people know that, yeah, your husband, your wife is dope. She's always doing great things for her. You're so happy that you married her. You're so thankful that God brought her into your life. All those things. Tell people, because, I think I said this in one of my other scopes, but I'm not someone that really cares too much for flowers because I kill them. I don't have anything close to a green thumb, right? So I don't, flowers, they're nice to look at, but I don't like, I'm not like, oh, please buy me flowers, you know. But I'm laughing because I've done this before. But I know that women enjoy receiving flowers in front of other people, in front of their coworkers, in front of other women, in front of their friends. We like to let the world know that our husbands love us. And flowers are a way to do that. We may not care about flowers. You might send a box of chocolates or whatever. But that's a way that you're sharing with the world that your wife is the bomb, that your wife is dope, you know, that you love her. And vice versa. Women, we should be doing the same thing. Wives, we should be doing the same thing. If it's nothing less than an Instagram selfie or, you know, a Facebook book status, just saying that, you know, my husband's dope. He made breakfast for me this morning, whatever. You know, it's just something to let people know that that you have something that is unbreakable. Your relationship is unbreakable and you love this person and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Make sure people know. Don't keep it just between yourselves. Make sure people know. I like to give flowers to my wife and daughters. Oh, that's sweet. Especially to your daughters. Yes. Chivalry cannot be dead if you're alive. Yes. Absolutely. And I like that point that you just gave about giving flowers to your daughters. You guys, that is so, so awesome. Fathers, and I tell, well, actually one of my notes today to my husband, my notes that I'm hiding says, I pray that our daughters will marry a husband, will find a husband just like you. Because you guys, my husband is real cool. He's great. He really is. And I mean, knowing where I've been in my past and everything, if I don't know how I deserve him. You know, he's just so great. So doing things like what you said, like giving your daughters flowers, you are showing them what to expect from a man. You're showing them what they should not be settling for. You know, you're showing them that they need to have expectations in order to, you know, to welcome or invite the type of man that God has for them in their lives. You know, if you're a woman that just kind of goes for the okie doke and kind of goes with whatever, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get whatever and a guy that goes for the okie doke. You know, you have to put out what you want. So tell the world publicly that you're your husband or your wife's biggest fan. Cheer for them, root them on in things that they're doing, ventures that they're considering. Things like that. Uh-oh, Johnny's working on a package over here. So that's it for today, you guys. Thanks for joining. I do want to remind you again to email me those questions that you have regarding dating, communication, relationships, marriage, living as a Christian wife. As you know, my husband is a preacher, so if you even have questions about what it's like to be married to a preacher or to live in that kind of fishbowl, I welcome those questions. Thanks, Nika. You need to be on my payroll. My email address is leslie@fashiondejoydaily.com. Yes, he is a preacher, Ambassador Moore. And I'd love to address them. And like I said, I try to dedicate Fridays to addressing those questions as opposed to doing a live Q&A here because I want to be able to pray over your questions and really think about them, and sit on them for a while before I just kind of give you answers, you know. So what was the other thing? So today's day 2, you guys. Don't forget, today's day 2. If you are participating in the 14-day relationship challenge, again, you can participate here by doing a scope if you want to. Just hashtag marriage conversations. You can participate on Instagram if you want to put some pictures up, on Facebook, wherever you want to, you guys. Participate. It's completely up to you. The only thing I'm giving you are the prompts, the tasks for you to accomplish every day. The rest is up to you. However you want to talk about it or share it, it's up to you. The thing that I did say is that First Lady, oh my gosh, that adds value to your insight. There are things you deal with. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But so, you know, if you are now joining us on the 14-day relationship challenge, we're on day 2. Today is, what's today, you guys? Oh, the leave 5 notes. Leave 5 notes for your husband. in his pocket, in, I don't know, somewhere, or for your wife, in her purse, in her whatever. If you can find her wallet, put it in her wallet, in her makeup pouch. But leave 5 notes of encouragement, just little love notes for your spouse, so that as they find them through the day, it'll give them reason to think about you. And if you find that they don't find them throughout the day, or you're kind of waiting for them to find them, send them a text message. Say, hey, look in your makeup bag, or hey, look in your coat pocket. You know, help them find the hidden notes. And it'll give you something to talk about tonight over dinner, or, you know, whatever, as you're sitting in front of the TV. It'll give you something to talk about. Oh, I know. So I hope you've enjoyed today's scope. Again, we talked about emotional baggage check and the importance of leaving all that drama, all the mess, all the attitudes, all those spirits that we come in contact throughout the day, leaving those at the door before you come in, because we don't want any of that. I don't want any of that in my house. So leave that at the door. So I think that's it, you guys. What else was I going to say? Before you start on your 14-day challenge, before you start on your daily challenge, make sure that you're praying, you guys, because all of these actions are great, but you don't want to do them in vain. Anybody can write some letters, anybody can take an essay, but if you're not putting your heart into it, you're not going to see any results. So make sure that you are praying over this 14-day challenge, and your actions, that God will help to direct your words and your heart, soften your hearts, so that you can receive all of the things all the efforts that you're putting into this, that you will receive them back also tenfold. All right, you guys. So thanks for watching today. I will be back tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? Yes, I'll be here tomorrow. I was just trying to think about what my day looks like tomorrow. And that's it, you guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the hearts. If you're watching on replay, hearts count too. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.